What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got superstar, Joe. You got superstar. Roberto, how's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Oh, the behind the backs. Yeah. That's what I thought. Guys, if you are new here and you want to be in a play fight like that, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Trust me, you will not regret it. Everybody's saying the mortgage rates are going up. You're going to go to your bank. You're going to tell them you're a superstar, and they're going to freeze the mortgage rates for you. You're going to get cheaper mortgage rates. You're going to be able to buy as many houses as you want. Just tell them you're a superstar,
It's
and
true.
that's the stuff that happens.
It happened.
Great things
it's true.
happen.
It just happened to me. It's true.
Yeah. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we talk to David Yu all the time, back and forth. Check out our feed. Instagram, TikTok, send us your pictures, send us your videos. You're going to go walking around the streets, signing autographs all the time. You might have to learn how to live inside a bubble, but you'll be too popular. But anyway, if you want to have that life, send us your pictures, videos. We will retweet them and re-TikTok them, or whatever you call it nowadays, whatever the youngins are calling it. Follow us on VV. We got Fastos up for 9.9 million, number 6909 on the Fastos chain. Superstar Money is the name. 2 days ago, I went through and followed every single person following the account. I will do that again very soon, and we're all going to be friends. You can even go now and start following a bunch of people on that list, because you're going to want to have a little bit of interaction once the VVverse comes. Maybe they're going to look at the people with the most followers and have some kind of a benefit, but we do know that there will be some benefit to it when it comes to MCP. So definitely get on getting some followers on VV, and it's a really easy thing to do.
Superstar shout out here. Just speaking of Superstar Gate, Nomad with Qatar, he said, well, I'm a superstar in tomorrow's Mega Millions. I figured I'd buy a ticket prize, which is 200 million, because I'm a superstar and I will win. And totally pumped. And the market, and then he'll pump the market with 100 million. Good luck to Superstar Nomad with Qatar. So
I'm expecting that the market's going to pump then, because that's just how the superstar juju works, right?
Big gamble, big gamble.
Exactly. All right, I got a bunch of stuff to talk about here. Twitter, like I said, make sure you're following us on Twitter. Whoops, that's your screen.
We'll bring that up later.
This is okay. So this is kind of related. So, anyways, Dino posted this picture. He went to watch the Jurassic Park film, which they're giving away the NFT to the people who bought the premiere thing there. He was there with Taps and a bunch of other. Oh, Rob Stuff is there. You can see Rob Stuff. Bunch of VV dudes. And they took this picture in front of the Buzz Lightyear poster, and Vivi decided to go with the emoji and the looking emoji, right? So I thought I had to reply, Buzz confirmed, and 16 people agreed with me.
Yeah.
And Dino said Pokemon confirmed, and Reverend Alex shut him down. But that was that. Then also, there's a lot of other stuff that happened since that time. Hold on, I lost my spot now. But anyway, we know we see the big news there. Obviously, and this is what just came out. We have the ultimate Apex Predator here.
Cool.
We're going to be getting 4 rarities of a T-Rex.
Okay.
Now, the best part was the comments that people were asking Vivi, and they were responding. So I want to go through that a little bit.
Okay.
So this is all the stuff from there.
Yeah, I got a question about that, but I'll let you finish
someone wrote not drivable.
Not drivable?
No, Vivi wrote not drivable.
What, for the T-Rex? For the T-Rex?
Eric George was not happy about that.
Yeah, come on, I want to ride a TX.
But in Cheeks was booing. I wrote dislike on this. So everyone's not happy. You want to riot? That's how you get a riot. So everyone wanted drivable T-Rex. And,
wow, that would have been pretty incredible. Even animated, though, will be still cool if it's there.
Yeah.
A big chompers.
Even if it just glided around, I would be happy.
It would be really, really cool, though. An animated T-Rex that, can maybe turn its head and just roar at you or something like that, I think would be really, really cool.
Yeah. So speak further to the Jurassic Park movie. Someone asked, where's my NFT? And they said instructions will come in the email. So it looks like you didn't have to scan the ticket.
So that drop that's coming then is not actually connected to the Jurassic Park. It's a separate drop.
Are these different than the ones for the AMC movie premiere?
Yeah.
Yes. And are these the same NFTs we should be getting from going to the movie? No. So it's clear that they're different. Someone asked 4 different dinosaurs or 4 poses of T-Rex, and they said 4 T-Rexes. So we're not getting
those. I hate those.
Yeah, it's that's how they make their money, I guess. The commons, the rare, the secret rare, just whatever it is. And then another question they had was, what do we get for the movie ticket? Do we get to participate in this drop for free, or do we have a different NFT? The AMC promo is a different NFT, and promo codes will be provided by AMC. in an
It
email.
better be a free, like, you know, you buy the movie, you get an NFT. It would be incredibly annoying if you had to put money on top. I don't think that's the case. It's confirmed that you have the ticket, you get a promo code, you put it in, you get it. So that'll be pretty cool. I know that when Reese talked about it, he was saying that it's more for the masses. So we'll see how many mints end up coming from that. It's almost like a dynamic mint. Like maybe they have, you know, they've issued 100,000 of them and only 70 get promoted. Or maybe it's a rolling.
It's going to be less. It's going to be less than what was issued. Not everybody's going to do it, right? I'm sure not even everybody.
Do they make more as they go?
I don't know. I'm very curious to see how it works as well. It's almost like that comment that we got, the ASM 130. Nobody knows how many there actually are. And that thing pumped to over 2,000 not too long ago. So maybe the same thing will happen here. Maybe the community is not as big as we think. And maybe the people who actually go for them will not be as many. We'll see. I'm curious to see what happens.
Because there's people who could have got the ticket and just never even bother going and punching the promo code. We might end up with only 10,000, maybe less.
So VEVE put in the eyes and the thinking face on the Buzz Lightyear picture, right?
Yeah.
Where do we see that again? Someone asked, when blue? So are we going to get a Velociraptor? Because VEVE just put the thinking face underneath that too. So we're looking into it. And if you looked at the email when you bought the tickets, it says something is hatching on.
Okay.
So maybe we're going to get a bunch of Velociraptors because if you're going to have it in bulk, maybe that makes sense. You just have a bunch of Velociraptors running all over the place.
That makes sense actually, right? Because you give the T-Rex is going to be the one that, and be honest, we should do a drop analysis of it, but something tells me, depending on the price, you know, the way things are going, if it's not cheap enough, it might actually go underlisted. I kind of want one though. I think it'd be really, really cool. I think an NFT world, what better way to see something in AR than a dinosaur?
I think
something that doesn't even exist anymore.
Exactly. I think the utility of it will be how it looks in AR, just similar to like the Up House where you can throw it in the sky and show it off, or like put it on the ground and it's like a house. You know what I mean? Like you got a house.
Yeah. I mean, if they make it look like the movies, it can look very realistic and it would look great in photos for the AR. Really, really cool photos.
So I'm very curious as well. And they're saying this is the first in a series of Jurassic Park NFT. So we might be seeing a couple drops this week because this movie's coming out. Maybe they're promoting a couple different ones.
Oh, they're gonna pump it for sure. If this is the beginning, we did a video maybe was it the early May? We talked about the first ever real marketing that VEVE is doing with these promo codes. Yeah. I mean, it's been sort of done before with the Marvel comic, like you mentioned, but this one here, you go to the movies. I think it's the first of VEVE's kind. They did the opposite, where you buy the NFT, you get a free ticket to go see the 007 movie. Yeah. Now they're doing it the other way around. Hopefully, this will slowly start bringing in new users, and it should, because there's gonna be so many people, Jurassic Park fans. They're the ones that are gonna go watch this movie. They're the ones that are gonna go opening day to watch this movie, and they're gonna get that promo code and be like, let me download this while I'm sitting here waiting to watch the movie. You know,
that's the hope. The hope is to bring in more people. I still don't think, like you said, I think we're still in that market where maybe it will go below retail, a lot of the rarities. But I'm curious to see the Medium article, see what we're getting. From what it sounds, it's not drivable, but I'm pretty sure, I think it's promising that it will be animated, at least one of them, if they have multiple rarities.
It makes sense that one of them is going to be animated. I think it's going to be sick. Where'd you get the idea of drivable, though? Is this something that people have been chatting about?
So that's been a meme thing that people have been talking about for a year or so. Drivable T-Rex.
It would be cool, like a video game.
That's why they said not drivable, because they know everybody wanted it drivable.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool, kind of like walking around, but okay, it is what it is.
Might be a little bit difficult, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll come eventually, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Are you disappointed in the non-drivability? Anyway, you're here for the title. Cashout is coming. Why are we saying that? Yesterday we did a video. We talked about why everything is going to tank as this transition into MTL happens. We did a mathematical explanation. If you didn't see that, make sure to go check out that video.
Let me just clarify something though. So we did that video, and for the most part, we got good comments. But I just want to clarify: this has been a question within the community. It's been a discussion within the community for a long time. We were getting comments after comments every time we brought up MTL, gems, and app. We're getting a lot of comments asking. Generally, people just really want to know what we think would happen when MTL comes. There's still some comments that we have that believe that it's mostly baked in. I mean, you could watch the video. Yep. We're speculating that it's not mostly baked in, and that there will most likely be a movement that happens from that. But that's why we want to address that. So then the question is now, why is Cashout coming? What do you have
Actually, before we get into that, sorry guys to keep you waiting here because now you made me think of something else. There was also a lot of comments about taxes and buying gems off app.
Oh,
now,
yeah. I've never had so many comments in my life.
I'm not going to get into it. All I'm going to say here is you guys need to do some research on how it works to file your taxes and talk to an accountant and do all that stuff, because trust me, we're not uneducated on this channel. We're very educated. We know what we're doing, and we've looked into our own finances and our own situations. So make sure that you guys are well aware. But I think there's a lot of misinformation out there right now that a lot of people are feeding off of, and you guys got to really check it and source it before you think one thing over another. Like, make sure you know what you're doing. That's all.
Well, I responded to the comments with my thoughts on it. I was surprised. I was a little bit caught off guard because I've never had so many comments regarding taxes before. And I mean, I do my own taxes. I'm not a tax expert. I'm not an accountant. But with that being said, I've done my own taxes, and I was thinking about how I would do them. And yeah, it's a newer space. But let's keep in mind that VEVE hasn't actually given any official, how it's going to go down when they're MTL. Because my perspective, if you're an MTL provider, that doesn't mean you're automatically reporting every user's information to the government without the request. Like, yeah, the government can come and request information. They're going to have it ready. Maybe, there's other places that give you, even stock places that give you not necessarily a tax document, but a summary document. But yeah, there are tax documents that are possible as well. But VEVE hasn't given that details yet of how things are going to go down. So, some things are not always so black and white. We'll have to wait for more information before we start freaking out about it. And when the time comes, we're going to reassess to see if that makes sense. But our initial thoughts are that it may not be, as crazy as some of the commenters were saying, how it just blows everything out of the water. Because they have an MTL license now. They have a money transfer license, right? And by the way, one more thing, every country is different. Like, I live in Canada. I understand my tax rules. I really don't know about the American rules. I don't know about Germany, UK. I just know through the Canadian rules how things work. So that could be another perspective as well. Maybe some people saying that their rules are a little bit different. Yeah,
it could be. Exactly. We don't know every country how it works, but like that, all we're saying is check your own facts and make sure that you know what you're talking about. And we're still buying gems off app until that's not allowed.
That's for
sure. You're not going to convince us otherwise.
That's for sure.
Also, I wanted to pull up a comment from yesterday's video, which I saw, which I didn't respond to yet, but I wanted to give a shout out to Big J78. I don't know if you saw this one.
Yeah. I haven't responded to it, so I haven't seen it. But Big J, shout out Superstar Big J. He's been in the comments a lot over the last month. So huge shout out to him. I'm not surprised that he would give a comment that you want to shout out right now.
Yeah, he had something nice to say. I wanted to put a spotlight on it. Great video. I'm sure there are a lot of people like me with gems in app and just waiting for MTL to actually exist before they decide to buy more. No way will I MTL those ridiculous fees. By knowing it exists, I'll be more comfortable buying.
Yeah.
Only NFT is a smart way to cash out. So I'm sure that there are people in this situation, and that's a great point. A great point to bring up to add on to yesterday's video. There will be more money brought into the app from people who are already in the app when this happens, because now maybe they had a limit. They said, I'm going to put this much in, and until MTL, I'm not putting in another dime. However, what we do know is on the Vader drop, there was like around 20,000 people going for that drop. So the active users right now is nothing crazy. We know that we need more users. It could be returning users. It could be returning from the 600 wallets, maybe 600,000 wallets. Maybe there's people who are doing the same thing. They just said, you know what, until MTL, I'm not coming back. And maybe they do come back and do the same type of thing. So that would be one way to bring more new clean gems into the app, which would help to slow the decline and maybe reverse it, because we need the more clean money in the app before we can return to higher highs, right?
Well, we're going to go through a transitionary period. I had to clarify in some of the comments that we are, like, someone asked, why would somebody sell their gems at 0.5 after MTL? And the point of the video was not, it was the 0.5 that you purchased before MTL. Now you have the opportunity to cash out. We actually mentioned that after MTL, what will probably end up happening with the arbitrage, taxes not being considered for now, okay, that it would trend much higher than 0.5, because people will just keep undercutting themselves because they can make a quick buck pretty easily, and it's guaranteed. Get the gems in your wallet, MTL out, make a quick buck through the arbitrage, just through the transfer. If you're a trustworthy person that can get the gems and people want to get out through another avenue not through the 90%, not waiting 2 weeks. We don't know yet. It's not here. We don't know the demand of people that may want to still sell off app. Might be high, might not be high. They might have other reasons, right?
You got to think about it too.
Other reasons.
A great way to arbitrage quicker is to sell off at a lower rate because you get it right away. So you buy in low and you sell at if the rate goes up, you sell it at that rate. That could happen. If the rates are changing and rising, people might buy in at 0.6 and sell at 0.7 and make that thing, and then buy back in at 0.7 and sell at 0.8. That could happen. These things will happen, but it will eventually sizzle out, I would think.
Yeah, there's going to be a point in time after MTL where we hit a new equilibrium. We hit a new market feel. Right now, the market is just built around the dynamics of the economics within it. You have the primary, the secondary market burns. You have people buying gems off app. You have an NFT winter almost where you don't have growth. As time goes on, this is not going to be static. It's a dynamic nature. We know VeVe has everything it needs to really take off. That time isn't right now. MTL will only be good in the long term for them. I do agree that people, when they see that there's an avenue out, it will legitimize the project to another level. I know for us it's legitimized, but others need more than just knowing they could buy Disney stuff. They need to know they can get their money out before they enter. Will that balance change day one? No. It's going to take a little bit of time for the new guys to jump ship. As well as if you have gems on the side and you're waiting for MTL, that's great. But it has to be sustained over time. The community as it is right now will not be enough. And that's why I think we had another comment that just said, this has to get this. We got to stop talking about MTL. This has to become old news, and hopefully Cashout is coming.
And we're going to get into that exactly. We just need the buying power. Once the buying power of the off-app gems equates or is close enough to the buying power of the on-app gems, that's when that inflection point is going to happen. And we're going to have true values, you would hope.
Yeah, right. Because in the short term, everyone's going to feel that reduction in buying power on day one. All these people buying gems for cheap, they're going to feel, oh no, all of a sudden now I can, for the same fiat amount, I'm getting less gems. I can't go buy that Todd for $1,000. I got to pump in more now. So, anyways, I want you to bring up the thing. I want you to bring it up.
Here is a tweet that I retweeted from VeVe, which I was super stoked about, telling everybody that they're so early. VeVe writes, "Hey VeVe fan, thank you for your patience while we work to schedule the next community update video. Aiming to get this done as soon as possible. Don't worry, the Q2 priorities are still the Q2 priorities, which is great because we're still in Q2, which means
they're not done yet.
We got 21 days to nail off web platform for everybody and MTL. I believe those were the two, right?
Well, KYC.
KYC is part of MTL, I think.
Yeah, right. KYC is So we're hoping that this tweet is kind of like a hint to everybody that, hey, listen, we said Q2. We know we've been late before, but we're still in Q2. So don't jump all over us yet because we still got a few more weeks.
Let us be late before you roast us.
Well, I mean, do you blame the community? They've been late enough times. No, I don't blame them.
This is the fourth time, fifth time that they've been told, right? So,
but this is really, really hopeful. And you know what? We did a video on this, which I'm going to use this opportunity to bring it up. Okay, we did a video on this back on May 31st, right into the month, about a week and a half ago, where we said why VeVe cannot and will not miss their Q2 deadlines. We believe that at this point, it's just gone on for too long. Their credibility is on the line. They have to hit their Q2 deadlines. A lot of people, including myself and you, and I know others in the community, they do have the web app. I didn't have that a month ago, right? So they found a way to make it happen. Sure, it's still beta, but I have access. I can use it.
And you can buy with a credit card now. Like,
right.
You can buy up to your credit card limit. There's no 600 gem limit, and it's easier. You can buy like points of a gem. Trust me, it's way better for actually acquiring gems.
And you could get them for cheaper than the Apple Store, which is another really important thing because all those people who had to pay. In my case, I remember I was paying for a Canadian. It was 1.55 CAD for one gem. That was how much it was the legitimate way. So you can imagine with the conversion rate, plus on top of that, the Apple Store fees, plus the other fees, it's just insane how much you have to put in. Yeah. And then we also went on. We talked about how June. These guys said that they're going to have amazing drops coming every single month till like the end of the year at least or beyond. So that's why we showed this video here with the Buzz. You can see him going on. He's in the background right now, right, spinning around. That we're getting Buzz, like light years coming. Like we're getting Buzz. He's He might even come next week.
I wonder if it's going to be a Pixar Pals or if they'll just do like a straight buzz to promote that film and call it like Lightyear and have like the new version. I hope it's the old version. I hope it's like the original.
I don't see why they wouldn't just do a Pixar Pals 2.
I would
just
hope
they're going to have Buzz as the common for sure.
Yeah.
And then who knows what other off characters they're going to put down the lineup. But yeah, really, really, really cool. I can't wait for Buzz. I think he's going to be a great addition. He's one of those characters that might bring in new people. You got some Buzz fanatics out there. He's a big character, well-known name. And yeah, they really cannot meet their deadlines for Q2. Like we talked about it before, and they're not out of it yet, and we're hoping for the best.
Yeah, and I think this time that they are going to do that. They've mentioned it too many times this time that it's going to happen. That it would look really like it would be really bad on them at this point. Like they've had opportunities where they could have said, okay, you know what? Actually, we're pushing it back. And that's what they did with MCP last time, but they didn't do it with MTL. I think they're really, really focusing. That's the whole reason they pushed back the MCP program and comics and showroom and all that stuff. They've given that to us, telling us in advance it's pushed, but this, they haven't done that. And we're 3 weeks away, like of the end of the quarter. So very, very hopeful that it happens this time. I know we've been tricked before, but I think that the team has learned from that and they aren't going to do that this time.
Yeah, and we're going to get the comments. We every time we make these videos, we know we're going to get comments saying, "Hey, I've heard this before. Yeah, Cashout is coming. I'll see it when I believe it." But you know what, guys? It's not an investing app. It's just a collectible app, so you could keep waiting, right? That's it. That's it. Just joking. It's coming. Hopefully it's coming. It's coming at the end of this month. And if it doesn't, we're gonna put a video out. We're gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah, if it doesn't come, then I guess I'm gonna have to change my hat. But I think that's it, Rob. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Is MTL gonna come before the end of Q2? I'm sure there's gonna be a variety of different answers. A lot of people who've been burnt in the past by VEVE's promises. I'm sure you'll show up to let me know that it will not be coming and not to expect anything. I just think that they've learned a lot from that. I think that was early on. When they did make those promises and they've been burnt and they've lost a lot of people from it for sure. Yeah. We hear from you guys every day in the comments, the people who've been burnt from it. And I just think like, honestly, to do it again, it'd be like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And those people will leave, the people who gave them the first chance. Right. So
yeah, it'd probably be a little bit of uproar on Twitter if they don't make it. But anyways, let us know below. Like, I'm actually really curious to know what people think about this. Like, do you think that VEVE, based on the tweet that we just saw, actually have a good chance of, are they hinting to us that this is actually coming at the end of the month? And what if they don't do it? What if they don't deliver on Cashout? Yeah. How do you feel about it? Like, are you somebody who just really doesn't care? Like, to be honest with you, me and you, we're in it for the long run. We don't care that much, but I know there's
what's going to happen in the market. That's what I want to know. I'm curious, short term, what's going to happen in the market? Do I have more opportunity if it doesn't come to buy into things? Like, will things tank a little bit further and faster than they would if MTL came, or will they tank just the same?
I actually am not convinced that there'll be any difference, to be honest. I think the market might continue, but let us know below what you guys think. And that could be a video in and of itself. But don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar fam. We want to hear from you. We love giving you guys shout outs. This is why we love your comments. Keep giving us those comments because we call them out, we read them out. Big J today, huge. So of course, whether you agree with us or not, we still want to hear from you, and we appreciate your support. So we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.